Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Discovering Iceland, Part 2 of 2. Continue watching to find out more.
Vegan, because we cannot allow hell to continue.
In the Republic of Iceland, when friends are reunited, it's customary to thank each other for the time previously spent together. To express this sentiment, they say "Takk fyrir síðast" in Icelandic. I'm Alpha. Wherever you go, blessing and goodness follow, as you are a source of good fortune for all you meet. The soulful people of Iceland are grateful for your saintly presence. Welcome to our show, Discovering Iceland, Part 2 of 2. Iceland is a beautiful Nordic island country located above the mid-Atlantic ridge, surrounded by Atlantic waters. From the Crystal Ice Cave to the Fjarðargljúfur Canyon to the extinct volcano site of Fjarðarfjall and the black sandy Stokksnes Beach, Iceland's gorgeous and pristine sceneries have attracted a constant flow of visitors. Since its discovery by the Norse Vikings and early settlement by the Norwegian chieftain Ingolfur Arnason and his family before 900 AD, people of various nationalities and faiths have come to Iceland, forging its rich and unique culture. Several festivals are held in Iceland every year, including art festivals and music and public camping events. Before Christmas began being celebrated in Iceland, the country's largest festival of the year was held on the winter solstice, after which the hours of daylight became longer, bringing warmer weather. Christmas in Iceland is a special time attracting many travelers. Icelandic folklore features 13 Santa Clauses, or Yule lads, who are brothers. Each has a name that represents its distinct personality. During each of the 13 days before Christmas, one of the brothers visits the children at night and brings them small gifts. The Christmas holiday celebration lasts from December 11th to January 6th and ends with big parties for family and friends. At this time, you can witness a beautiful blanket of fresh white snow covering the country's majestic landscape and the amazing northern lights above. Major music festivals include the Sonar Reykjavik musical event in February, the Secret Solstice Festival in June, and the Airwaves Music Festival in November, which mostly features pop music. These events also serve as platforms for recognizing pioneers of Icelandic culture. Outdoor camping festivals are also popular in Iceland, the most significant of which is held during the last weekend of July or the first weekend of August. The last day of these events is celebrated by groups singing popular songs, including some well-known Icelandic songs in a valley lit by bonfires. The artistic Icelandic people cherish their traditional music and dance, especially during the country's many festivals. The soothing music of the traditional Icelandic zither, called the Longsfjall, plays an important role in the Siglufjörður folk music festival held each year in July. The box-shaped Icelandic fiddle is another traditional musical instrument. It has 2 brass strings that are tuned by tuning pegs and played with a bow. The instrument is known to have existed during the Middle Ages, but almost disappeared from use by the middle of the 19th century, when the violin overtook it in popularity. The canteler belongs to the Baltic box zither family and is also known as a Baltic psaltery. It's not a traditional instrument of Iceland, but is popular because it nicely complements the country's folk music. Icelandic folk music has a long history, with traditional songs being traced back to the 14th century. Most of it is accompanied by the traditional langspiel and fiddle. Popular subjects of Icelandic folk songs, which often include humor, are love, sailors, and traditional folk tales. Icelandic folk dances, which complement folk songs, are mostly circle and partner dances. In the 18th century, when foreign dances such as the waltz, the schottische, and the polka were brought to Iceland, traditional forms of dance fell out of popularity. However, in the 20th century, some dance troupes revived the native folk dances, many of which use simple steps, making them easy for anyone to learn and perform.
One who wishes to eat meat and wishes to show compassion wishes to plant a vine in a blazing fire. Trishasti Shalaka Parush Charitra, Jainism.
Joyful viewers, let's now pause for a moment to hear a brief message. We'll return shortly. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. Welcome back to our program. The national dress called the pisofot is a popular traditional costume for Icelandic women. It consists of a long dress or a long twill skirt and a jacket, apron, shirts, and vest. These items usually complement an Icelandic headdress decorated with gold wire bands. For Icelandic men, a double-buttoned vest and a double-buttoned jacket called a treyja are popular traditional costumes. A tail cap is often used as a headdress for men, a style that can be traced back to the 17th century. Since the 19th century, a black jacket, white shirts, and black knee breeches have comprised the national costume for men, and are usually worn together with a pair of horizontally striped or solid-colored white socks. The Icelandic language is a North Germanic language descended from Old Norse that has remained comparatively unchanged for centuries. One of the government's efforts to preserve the purity of the language is to maintain a list of legal names for people to choose from that are not in conflict with the linguistic structure of Icelandic. And unlike people in most other Western countries, citizens of Iceland have no family names or surnames. According to Icelandic folklore, huldufolks, hidden people, or alfol, elves, live in a parallel universe alongside humans, often residing in natural objects such as trees and rocks. These supernatural beings can manifest themselves in the physical world at will. To live in a respectful and harmonious relationship with these beings, the lovely Icelandic people build small wooden houses and leave them open for the beings to freely use. It's also believed that one should not throw rocks into the air, as the rocks might injure the invisible friends by accident. Some holiday traditions in Iceland involve these otherworldly beings too. For example, the tradition of lighting candles on New Year's Eve comes from the belief that the elves move to new locations around this time, so the candles help light the way for them. Before Christmas Day, people should clean their homes in preparation for visits by the huldufolks, and on Christmas Day, food should be left for them as well. The Icelanders place great value on family. The country's workplaces are highly accommodating to mothers with babies, and fathers have 3 months paternity leave. Parents and children spend a lot of time together, bonding and enjoying different activities. Children are taught to share responsibility for household chores and be independent as well. Happy children will most likely grow up to be happy adults, and perhaps this is one of the reasons that the country ranked 4th on the 2021 World's Happiest Countries list. For decades, children in Iceland have been partaking in Puffling Patrol, an annual operation to rescue baby puffins in the Westman Islands. In late summer, the pufflings born in spring are ready to leave their nests, following their instinct of flying toward the moon out to sea. However, many of the young birds end up following city lights by mistake and get lost. So here is where the children of Iceland step in, equipping themselves with headlamps, flashlights, gloves, and boxes. They go out in the dark to find the pufflings, bring them in for health exams, and then release them to the ocean the next morning. This tradition inspired U.S. writer Eric Newman to write the book Lundi the Lost Puffin, The Child Heroes of Iceland. Many say that Iceland has a national motto, the Taradast, meaning everything will work out alright in the end. Perhaps it's this motto and their faith that keep the Icelandic people happy while they help one another, their animal people friends, and their friends of the invisible world. The wisdom and spirit of Iceland deserve the rest of the world's respect and emulation. We wish that the people of eco and vegan-friendly Iceland grow in happiness, abundance, and enlightenment through heaven's love.
Just 'cause your wife left you or your girlfriend doesn't like you, creating war will make them feel more disgusted with you.
Elevated viewers, thank you for your company during our program today, Discovering Iceland, Part 2 of 2. Up next is Shining World Invention Award, Topher White, and Rainforest Connection, right after noteworthy news. May the light of God always protect you and your loved ones.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/CTAW.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule et suprememastertv.com/CTAW.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule y suprememastertv.com/CTAW.
Τα προγράμματά μας προσφέρονται σε πολλές γλώσσες. Παρακαλούμε δείτε suprememastertv.com/schedule και suprememastertv.com/CTAW.